Hi guys, this is Rajit and this is going to be a very different kind of video. And guys, the COVID situation is really bad in India. I hope you guys take care. Personally, I generally don't try to share stuff, but it's been bad in our family also. I always like to be cheerful in the videos and stuff, try to hide what's happening. But the situation is not that great in India. And that made me think about a lot of stuff. And guys, just take care. In fact, in our family also, my wife's for example, our in-laws, those are in Pune. First, my wife's brother got COVID. He was young, just married, I think. So he's 25, 26 years. So he that motto, oh, we are young, nothing can happen. COVID happened to him. His wife, later on, his just 2-year-old daughter, now their parents. So it's really bad. Just don't take it lightly how it comes. And every third or fourth person that I call these days, somehow they have COVID, or a very close relative of them have COVID. So it's a reality. It's really bad. Take care. Just don't go out. If you have to go out, also use that double mask. So be careful about it. And I've been thinking about this thing lately because I've been testing a lot of smartphones, electronic gadgets and stuff. And I want to highlight one more thing that I've noticed: the hypocrisy of these smartphone and electronic manufacturers. What made me realize is that COVID, even last year, I had that realization. Now we are in this massive wave in India. What made me realize is we got to be sustainable. We need to use renewable products, just not throw away stuff and like that. We have to do it ourselves because this COVID situation is makes us realize that the resources that we have on our planet are very limited, and it's up to us to take a stand. And I'm very annoyed with the smartphone industry and many of these big electronic gadget manufacturers. I have to say Apple is the biggest culprit. I'll talk about Apple in the later part of the video. And lately, if you notice, many of the electronic products are sort of designed in such a way they are sort of use and throw. Earlier, if you recall, just about 10-15 years ago, we used to still get electronic products, but most of them were repairable. But these days, most of the products are designed in such a way, batteries are sealed, internal major components, even in laptops and stuff, memory we used to easily upgrade. These things have become sealed. So they have become a use and throw gadget. And I think so that's really bad for us. Whole, yes, these vendors are making a lot more profit that way, but this has to stop. I'll highlight some of the points that I have noticed. I have noticed this thing on a lot of Android smartphones lately. It's not just one vendor or something. I have noticed with Samsung. I have noticed at Xiaomi MIUI, it's crap. We know that. This is about, planned obsolescence. What we are noticing is that many of the smartphones, you might buy it now, it might work great, but after 2.5 years, you generally get updates every 3 or 4 months. But what is happening is, many times after these updates, the smartphones are actually becoming pretty slow. Suddenly, like they become sluggish and stuff. And I think so this is happening because of planned obsolescence, what these vendors are doing, or they just don't care about it. Now they understand, this person has purchased the smartphone and used it for more than 2 years. Let's just not care about that device, or just send a half-baked update so that the device gets crippled and he will buy a new smartphone. And this is happening a lot with almost every brand. I've noticed with MIUI. Lately, I've noticed even with OnePlus. Generally, the updates on the OnePlus used to be very good, but I have got tons of complaints from OnePlus 7 and the 7T and even the 7 Pro users that after the latest update, their smartphones have become very, very sluggish. Some said that was this update designed to cripple their smartphones? So this is happening a lot, and I won't just blame one OEM. This is happening across a lot of OEMs. So I think so this should stop. Yes, I know why these smartphone vendors are doing that, because half of the people after 2.5 years, when the phone becomes slightly slow or something sluggish, they won't care about it. They'll just chuck that phone, throw it here and buy a new one. Even though the smartphone technically might be working pretty well, it's just that the update crippled stuff. So this is happening a lot. And also, if you notice, most of the smartphones and gadgets these days, the repairs have become very, very hard. Most of them come with a sealed battery, and after 2.5 years, if you even take care of the smartphone quite a bit the battery will degrade, guys. And many people don't know that you can easily get these batteries replaced, but as they see that the batteries are sealed or something, they just chuck the phone and buy a new one. So that is happening a lot. I don't think so the trend of removable batteries will come back, but this is a sad trend that I am noticing. The batteries are sealed and you just don't give any upgrades. I also don't like the move of removing the headphone jack. This started by Apple and it was a purely marketing thing. Apple wanted to sell their AirPods, the TWS, because they were very profitable. That's the only reason Apple started this. Now we see that same stupid, idiotic trend with almost every smartphone brand. A 3.5mm headphone jack is way more reliable. You don't get any audio lag, sync issues, no need to charge the batteries. And most of these TWS that you buy, even the expensive ones, guys, after 2.5 to 3 years, they go just bad because the battery charge does not hold. For example, I own the original AirPods. Now it's been almost like it'll be 3 years. Though I don't use it that much, in a month I just use it about 3-4 times, but now the battery has become so bad that it gives me just a backup of about 20-25 minutes, and there is no way to actually change the battery on these AirPods. So what we have to do, we have to throw it and buy a new one. So this is the society we are living in. These OEMs can manufacture products that are repairable and save on e-waste, but intentionally they are crippling devices so that we buy new stuff again and again. And this stupidity started with Apple. I'll give you more examples. Now, if we talk about the various smartphones that are launching, it's just crazy. The amount of variants of smartphones that are launching is just crazy by OEMs. And we see a variant after 3 months, we'll see one more variant called a Pro or a Plus. They very well know that intentionally they are crippling one feature to release a new variant, and they should stop. This is just adding to nuisance and way more products, confusing users and creating extra e-waste. For example, let me talk about this. Xiaomi recently launched the Redmi Note 10 series in India, the Redmi Note 10, Redmi Note 10 Pro, Redmi Note 10 Max. And the biggest complaint the users had was that these smartphones do not have 5G, and they were very vocal about it. So Mr. Manu Kumar Jain, who's the CEO of Xiaomi India, I think so he posted on Twitter or Facebook, I don't know. Many of you have forwarded me that. He said that in India, we simply do not need 5G. That's why the Redmi Note 10 series in India did not have any 5G, and we don't need 5G for the next 2 years. That was his statement. But now I'm hearing very strong rumors that the Redmi Note 10, some 5G variant, Redmi Note 10 Pro 5G or something, might be launching in India in June or July. So I just don't get it. Why do these CEOs lie on the face? You're running this company, you know that you have a product, okay, a better product that will be launching in the next 2-3 months, but you lie on the face to the consumers. Don't take us as consumers as dumbasses. That is ridiculous, I feel. Just don't give blind, lies, spineless lies to consumers. I'm pretty sure Redmi, this Note 10 series will launch a 5G smartphone in the next couple of months. Because of the COVID, yes, the situation might go up and down June or July, but that is coming. And what will happen to the people who have brought the regular Redmi Note 10 series? Yes, because the CEO said that for the next 2 years, we won't get a 5G version. They bought it. Now, that 5G version comes, they feel let out. And some of them might upgrade to that, adding to the e-waste. So, you as big brands, multi-billion dollar brands, should have some ethics in your head when you're launching a product. Why don't you think? Why are you launching 10 different products, adding to e-waste and confusion among the users? Yes, I know that makes you profit, but I think in the situation that we are, the COVID situation we had in 2020 and now in 2021, are just profits everything? Can't you think about the resources, the planet and everything? It's an ethical question that these brands need to answer. It's not just Xiaomi, even Realme. Like every odd month, they just keep launching devices one after the other without any logic. For example, the Realme 8 series was such a joke, the Realme 8 and the 8 Pro. And suddenly, after 15-20 days, we saw the Realme 8 5G variant. I just don't get it. What are these brands doing? So I think so the volume of and the variants of smartphones that they are launching in India should stop, and these CEOs should take a ethical question, what products are we launching? Why are we flooding so many products? Can't we make one decent product that offers everything and support that product so that users will be happy, your brand image will be great, provide good updates? But no. Okay, we launch this, we'll cripple this, but after 3 months we'll launch that with that version. And that's happening. Okay, so that's regarding the smartphone stuff that is going on in India, and I don't think so it'll stop, because these CEOs just see profit and they can lie on your face. And I hope Xiaomi, whenever you launch this Redmi Note 10 series 5G variant after 2 or 3 months, please make sure that it has proper 5G bands, not just 1 or 2 5G bands. At least it should have 4 5G bands, one in the 7 range, that's 78 or 79, that might come. One should be in the 41 or 42, because maybe one of the providers will use that, and one in the lower one. Just don't joke around with launching 5G smartphones with just 1 or 2 bands of 5G and just making false promises. We'll enable 5G whenever it comes in India. We know how well updates go. Anyways, now moving to the big company that we all love. And I think so that's the biggest hypocrite company. Talking about environment, that's Apple. Okay, let's talk about how difficult Apple makes their products to be repaired. For example, many of the iPhone, I don't recall, it's 1 or 2 generation old iPhone. If the back of the iPhone, the back glass of the iPhone got cracked, it was so expensive to repair because many components of the motherboard were stuck to that. So not only just to change the back glass of the iPhone, many of the components had to be replaced. Is this called sustainability? Can't you design your phone that is easily repairable? Okay, then again, Apple also makes it difficult to, repair their devices. We all know about it. Watch the iFix videos. Many of the Apple products get the poor or the worst rating in terms of repairability. Okay, that's regarding the, smartphones. And yes, again, the only logic Apple removed the 3.5mm headphone jack was to promote their AirPods. It could have been easily given. We have seen a lot of Android smartphones having slimmer, way fatter battery, having a 3.5mm headphone jack. So Apple fans, please don't give me that excuse. They created the TWS market, and these are use and throw products. You buy AirPods, I have even the AirPods Pro, anything. After 3 years, it will simply not hold a charge and they are not repairable. You will have to buy a new one. Next, let's talk about a lot of laptops from Apple. I love them personally. I use Apple products, Apple MacBook Air, etc. But if you notice again, these laptops, Apple has made them almost non-upgradable, non-repairable. Even the battery replacement has become so tedious. For example, if you look at the new MacBook Air M1, yes, you can technically open it up and replace the battery, but Apple does not want you to do that. They in fact glue the battery. So when a brand like Apple talks so much about sustainability and stuff, why are you making repairs so difficult and so expensive that a user might just not care? Okay, something is wrong. Oh man, my repair bill is so high, I'll just buy a new product. Is that environmentally sustainable or not? And again, we know the new, many of the new laptops are simply, you cannot upgrade the RAM, can't replace the battery, etc. This was not the case about 6-7 years ago. If you bought a laptop, you could easily upgrade the RAM or easily change the SSD inside that and replace the battery. Now in the new MacBook Air M1 chip, I know the M1 chip is fabulous. The RAM is integrated in the chip, so you cannot upgrade the RAM. SSD, they have also soldered it so that you cannot upgrade it yourself, and battery is that. So they have made it like a use and throw product. And Apple, is this sustainability? Caring about the environment? Just removing charges from your smartphone and you're telling that you're making the planet green. But intentionally, what you guys are doing is creating use and throw products. You guys are the biggest culprit and the biggest hypocrite. Okay. And the irony is, what Apple does, other companies just copy that. That's the biggest irony I've seen in this tech industry. If Apple is doing something wrong, they know that. They'll just copy it. So I feel Apple, when you talk a lot about environment, sustainability, yes, we have removed the chargers and saved so much carbon footprint. Really? Really? If you were so conscious about the environment, you wouldn't have made your products unrepairable, made it intentionally like that. Users will just throw it when it's old, not try to repair it and stuff. So again, guys, it's up to us to think about this and question these companies, and whatever you can do, just do it. If your gadget, if you're using it for 2 years, if you can extend it and use it for 6 months more, 8 months more, try to do that. And it's up to us. If we don't buy these latest stuff again and again, then these vendors will be compelled to make better products that last longer. And again, in your house, think about how you can reuse stuff. For example, if you use a lot of batteries, I actually use that. I use rechargeable batteries. You have to do simple things like this as us as computers, because all these companies are jackasses and they just don't care about anything. They just care about profits. That's the real story, guys. So it's up to us to save our environment, because situation like this, when it arrives, we got to think about it, and we have to think about this one. Anyways, guys, that's it for now. I'm sorry this video is a little bit ranty, but I had to talk about this one. And anyways, guys, that's it for now. If you guys are still not subscribed to the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. Anyways, guys, that's it for now. Take care. Catch you later.